My name is Lois Hollis. According to the experts, I should be dead. 7 years ago, my health was so poor that I was looking at an early death. I had migraine headaches, weak heart, and a damaged liver. I felt like I lived in a box of pain. I was so depressed, I hid in bed. And at that point, it made more sense to be dead. Doctors always had the answer. Pills, pills, and more pills. I followed the doctor's orders faithfully for 20 years. I was even more obedient than any of you would be. You see, I was a registered nurse for 30 years. Those pills weren't working, so they sent me to see a neurologist. He prescribed 2 additional pills. My liver and kidney couldn't handle any more drugs. I know. I was a kidney dialysis nurse. Several of my patients were on the artificial kidney machine because they took too many drugs. Had I taken any more, I too would have ended up on the kidney machine or dead from liver failure. I couldn't die though, at least not yet. I had 3 daughters to raise. There just had to be another way. In my quest, I created a way to heal by the healing of emotions in the unconscious mind. Not only did I heal, but my vitality soared beyond my younger years. When I taught the healing of emotions to others, they too had the same wonderful changes. I was so excited that I wrote a stage play to illustrate the healing of emotions from the negative to the positive state. The film you're about to see is a selection of scenes taken from my play. I met my emotions through my daily journal writing. The more I wrote to them, the more I could see myself as a child. One day, when I was writing to my emotions, they magically responded. I had a way to heal. If I could reparent each one of my negative emotions, they would heal. I would heal. However, as I grew closer to each one of my emotions, I was stopped. I felt like a wall stopped me. King, as he called himself, created this wall, and he controlled the emotions. I thought I did. I soon came to learn King was just doing his job. King was my protector. King was my shame producer. In reality, King was an arrogant teenager. He smothered each emotion in shame and then concealed them behind his massive wall with more shame and guilt. King's protective shame was black and rather sticky. The blackness isolated each emotion from each other and also from me. The stickiness stuck the emotions in their negative state. Meet Sweetheart. Sweetheart is my depression emotion. She is me when I was about 12 years old. Meet Unstoppable. He is my anger emotion. He is also me at 9 years old. Meet Radar. Radar is 7 years old. She is my anxiety emotion. And meet Daisy. Daisy is hatred, the most repressed emotion. Daisy is me at 16 and is paralyzed by unworthiness. Daisy plays the key role in bringing down King's wall of shame. I was surprised to see the different ages of my emotions. I soon understood why. As a child, my needs were never met and I was never heard, so I developed hurt feelings. My hurt feelings were never addressed and I developed anxiety for future hurts. My anxiety was never addressed and I developed anger. My anger was never addressed and I drowned in the dark pool of depression. I dreaded getting up in the morning to another day of anger and pain. Ultimately, all my unresolved negative feelings culminated into hatred, and I hated the world for having wronged me. This is me, my conscious self. She communicates with my emotions the way that I did. Direct from the theater of my mind, heart, and soul, I bring you my story. Shame-fixated sweetheart at her age in the blackness of my unconscious. I couldn't reach her. Something was blocking us. Sweetheart told me that she did not want any hope I could bring forth. She also said that the world would be a better place without her. Immediately, all my suicidal thoughts came back to me. Sweetheart was the root of my suicidal and depressed feelings. Once I stopped taking the headache and depression pills, we are free enough to develop a relationship. I began to see and feel Sweetheart clearer. I was uncovering my true self. I was feeling for the first time in a very long time.
You don't want to see me.
I do. I'm Lois. I want to help.
No one can help.
I can.
You can't see me.
I see you. I'm the only one that can help you.
I'm tired.
Okay. You sleep. I'll come back later.
I created the personality Sweetheart from my depression, loneliness, and suicidal thoughts, and especially from the shame of my dyslexia. Unstoppable, my anger emotion soon revealed himself. When I first saw him, he had a piece of tape over his mouth with the words "New Age" written on it. Yes, I too went through my New Age stage. Several years ago, when I attended a New Age conference, a person had pinned a red button on my shirt. The button said, "You're never allowed the luxury of one negative thought." Unstoppable heard that message, and he never spoke again. I had a lot of repair work to do.
Oh, hey, what the heck?
You can talk.
Maybe. Go away.
Why would I do that? You're part of me. I want to hear what you have to say.
You kidding me? People walk away from me when I talk.
No one listens.
No one ever listens.
I will.
You're lying.
No.
Again, and I'll beat you up.
I'm ready to listen now.
You make of me?
No, I'm not. I really want to hear what your feelings have to say. Remember? Silly feelings make giggles and sad feelings make moans. I want to hear what your feelings have to say.
People are mean. My knee hurts. I fell off my bike. Don't punish me because I tore my pants. My knee hurts. My throat hurts. Is King here?
What?
I'm in trouble now. It's your fault.
No, wait! No! Who is this king? I'll find him! Wait!
At one point in my life, I stuffed down the angry feelings I was forbidden to speak. I creatively designed Unstoppable as the part of me that ate to be happy. Instead of hiding in bed, I talked with my depression, which I now know is sweetheart, and my anger, which I now know is unstoppable. It worked. My depression was lifted. I started to become more happy than sad. I realized my headaches were gone. Soon, I felt a racing feeling in my chest and became anxious. It was radar, my anxiety emotion.
Be quiet. Oh, we're in trouble now. King can hear everything.
King? My dear, are you all right?
Shh. I hit the ball.
Radar held all my anxieties and fears of being beaten and cruelly judged. If I could love each one of my emotions enough, they would unlock themselves from their own shame. We would love and support each other enough to heal. They would heal, and as a result, I would heal. But there was still something or someone keeping us from doing that. It was King. I reproduced my King personality from the criticisms and judgments of my strict Roman Catholic upbringing. King knew how to use guilt and shame to totally control me. The emotions and I were at a deadlock. All of us could not come together enough to heal, unless King gave up his control. But King's control was essential to his very own survival. His protection was a shield of fear, shame, and guilt. I wanted to change. The emotions wanted to change. Even though he silenced each one of the emotions with fear and guilt, he could not stop them from expressing themselves.
Go away, you stupid jerk.
Well, hello to you too. I'm Lois.
I know you.
King!
Go away, punk.
What?
You can't do anything right. I had to take over after all that mess you made. So get lost and let me do my job.
Your job?
Yeah, my job. Would have all fallen apart by now if I didn't take control.
I've been talking to the emotions.
Yeah, I know what you've been doing. They're gonna listen to you. You abandoned them a long time ago. I take care of them now, and I shut down all whining.
You know, we need to talk. We need to work together as a family.
How stupid you are. I work alone. Whining. Just obey the rules.
And those are?
I have a system that works. It is brilliant. It shuts those emotion things up. Like that kid always interrupting.
Oh, unstoppable.
Yeah, and the other one, yelling about that sensitivity crap.
Radar.
And that whiny girl, she
Sweetheart.
joined the mess and complained constantly. The more I hollered for them to be quiet, the more they shouted. That was it. They made me tired. I shut them down. It works perfectly. But now you show up? No way, lady.
Oh, you got it all under control, huh?
I'm king.
They're afraid of you.
Ha! That's the idea.
There are other ways.
Oh, if there were, I'd know them.
Oh.
You see, my system protects everybody. I built a wall around those emotion things. Anything comes close to my wall, I shut them down. I am righteous and they're safe.
It's not safe. That's prison.
Meet Daisy. When I first met her, she only screamed. My body shook. Daisy bled from cuts and bruises. I felt weighted down, beaten with a belt strap. I felt stripped of my dignity. If I had met Daisy as my first emotion, I doubt I would ever have searched for any more. Fortunately, Daisy revealed herself to me at a time when I was ready to meet her. I briefly held the feeling of her within my heart before I went to bed and when I awoke. Nightly, I rocked with her presence and felt her abandonment. During the day, I simply acknowledged her. Her embedded pain was so unbearable that, believe it or not, she gave me the feelings of wanting to kill. Finally, after many months of me holding her by my heart, she trusted my love enough to speak. Daisy's feelings of unworthiness, which began with my childhood abuse, spread throughout my adulthood. I felt shameful and carried hatred and resentments, feeling deeply that the world had wronged me.
Daisy!
Nobody wants me. I'm bad and ugly.
No, I'm not bad and ugly, neither are you. Oh, I remember how beautiful you are. I see you. I found you. I found me.
I hurt. I burn.
We were abused and we were laughed at.
I was tied down and I couldn't speak.
Yes.
I hate life. No life for me. No place to go.
All my hatred. You held on to all my hatred all these years to protect the family. But look how it's hurt you with this burning pain.
I hate life. I hate everybody for having done this to me.
All my injustices all these years. You've held on to them. But that was a long time ago. You were too little. We were too little to push away those who hurt us. But you can do it now. I can do it now.
How?
With love. With our love, we can let go of our feelings of shame, and then hatred will go too.
Daisy released her hatred feelings. Love was able to replace the shame within King's Wall. The wall of shame began to crack and lose its power. The mortar of hatred dissolved. Without shame strangling each one of my emotions, they were now surrendering their negative labels. Sweetheart's depression was changing into compassion. Unstoppable's anger was changing into passion. And Radar's anxiety was changing into intuition. And there was someone new, Stardust. Stardust is the key to my dreams. She is my creativity. Stardust is my artist self. Stardust now nourishes me as well as the emotions with love and light to live my heaven on earth.
Sweetheart, are you here?
You came back.
Oh, you look very pretty today.
Me?
Yes, beautiful you.
King didn't get me for talking this time.
Well, I've been talking to him. And to your brothers and sisters.
My brothers and sisters?
Yes. We are part of a family, and you will never be left alone.
Look what you made me do.
King's Wall lost its strength and began to crumble.
Rocks? Where'd you get them? I found them. Let's make something. I'm done. Man, are you slow? I'm trying to find a special one for the bottom of the house I'm making. A rock is a rock. No. See, this one is the largest one, and it's sort of pink and like a square. This one's like a circle. Look, I made a house. I'm bored. Let's do something else. We're trapped, but maybe we can knock down the wall. You dummy, there's no place to go. I bet there is. Swings! There's swings out there. I'm gonna go play on the swings. Swings are sissy stuff. I remember, they're fun. I'm gonna go swinging. Fun?
You've gone too far. What's happening? This is so strange. Sweetheart, Radar.
Oh my God. You're beginning to feel. Daisy did that. She got rid of hatred, so now it's okay for you to feel.
No, stop doing these things to me.
I understand why you built the wall. You built the wall because you loved us. You did it to help the family.
But I don't need anybody's help. If I don't have control, I'd rather die.
Being vulnerable won't kill you. It makes you stronger. It's part of growing up.
But you just want my help because I control the wall.
No. I want you because you're part of the family. There is a whole world of light and feelings on the other side of that wall. Go ahead. See for yourself.
King saw that his territory, as well as his power, could expand if there was no shame wall. If he allowed the wall to come down, King would be my partner in protecting the emotions. We would protect with love rather than shame. I, as well as the emotions, would be free to create with limitless possibilities.
All that's for me?
All that's for us. For the family.
You love me too.
Yes. Let's meet the rest of the family. Wait here, and I'll tell the children you're coming.
Lois, you and Daisy go on without me. I'll stay back here and take care of things.
King, we need you. Once the children meet you, they'll understand.
King, I appreciate how you've helped this family. The children will feel the same way once they meet you.
Oh, what beautiful flowers.
Thank you.
How would you like to meet Daisy and King?
Wow! Yes! Finally I have an older brother and sister. Have they met Radar and Unstoppable? Are you talking about me? Whoa, King didn't tape you up. Yeah.
Well, actually, we were talking about Daisy.
Who's Daisy? I want to meet Daisy. Where's King?
With Daisy.
I can't wait to tell King what to do.
Unstoppable. You can tell me when you're ready to meet King, but you can't tell him what to do. King, can you come with us now?
Yeah.
Good. Hey. King, Daisy, I would like for you to meet Sweetheart, Radar, and Unstoppable.
King, you look just like us, only taller.
Wow, I didn't expect to hear friendly voices. It was dark. I mean, I didn't know you were just kids.
We don't like to be frightened.
I just wanted to protect you.
We understand.
Let's knock the wall down.
Yay!
My self-defenses of shyness, rationalization, and arrogance disappeared. I could speak my truth without shame. I felt a relief. I felt lighter, as if a ton of bricks were no longer weighing me down. I felt a peace and calmness different from anything I had experienced. The unconscious, like a computer, will direct one's life in its programmed direction. Before I made a conscious attempt to meet my emotions, they lived in a state of chaos and fear, which reflected my own state of emotional dysfunction and poor physical health. After I made a relationship with each one of them and loved them into their own healing, my emotions learned to live peacefully with each other. Therefore, I healed, both physically and emotionally. Even my health is now supported by their harmony. My unconscious thoughts and emotions, personified by Radar, Sweetheart, Unstoppable, King and Daisy, were healed and ultimately reprogrammed. King's shield of fear and shame is gone, and at last my stardust emerged. Now protected by King and Daisy, she joins the rest of the emotions. I am free to dream and live my passion. It is impossible for me to ever go back to my old dysfunctional ways. My emotions transformed. My unconscious has been reprogrammed. My mind does not have to consciously think how it will respond.
All the feelings are needed. All the feelings need love. All the feelings pleaded, but all they got was shoved. They cried and begged and shouted out, but still it was no use. They tried to run, but then were done. They would not be let loose. But when King said, "You can be free," and very, very happy, they all were gay and cried, "Hooray! For now, I can be me."
I feel like the abuse of my childhood never happened. I feel the Spirit of God living right here within me, and it carried me through this incredible journey of love. I had fun searching for my emotions and outwitting King. I felt like a detective in a mystery game. Yes, I found all the pain of the emotions, but I also found much more joy and love. Today, we share this love. I call it self-love. My box of pain melted, my body healed. The depression lifted. I have the youthfulness of Sweetheart, Radar, and Unstoppable. I stand tall, taller than I ever did. I juice vegetables. I go to chiropractic. I dance again. I began to write. And I forgave. The world's my friend, not my enemy. Traditional therapy tried to help me by healing each emotional issue one by one, a process that takes many years and a lot of money. Healing of all traumatic issues happens when all emotions heal. Each emotion carries within it all the events that it created. Doctors gave me up for dead. I almost gave me up for dead. I reached down deep within me. I felt my power, my creative essence, my life. Thank you, emotions. I love you. I invite you now to discover your own emotions. I'm sure you'll have some very pleasant surprises.